Game on. Where is it? Oh, now it's 4th and 3.
All right, I can't. I don't know why this shit's not working, but we're just gonna go. Ready?
Sure.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan. Real money, Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Germany's bullshit.
Germany's bullshit.
Not German people, but the fact that
well, the ones that were around in the 1940s, Ryan. I stand by my. I'm wearing my salute to service. Shout out to all the vets. I don't know what side Ryan is on the debate, but USA all the way. We are talking NFL pregame. We are live answering all your fantasy questions, your gambling questions. We will be building a DFS lineup. We got it all going on. Bobby G saying bad start, boys. Shouldn't bet against Brady. What are you talking about?
I didn't realize
Geno Smith is driving right now. 1st and 10.
I didn't realize we were going to the stem cell bar before the game. All of a sudden, the offensive line can block. Come on.
Richard Gersberger with a great call here. Raiders or Lakers? Who gets their third win? I think Lakers. I think the Raiders should be on upset alert. And Andrew Robb pointing out, don't forget to hit up the merch store. Lots of awesome stuff in there. And use that promo code Dallas Sucks, 10% off. All right, we are live on Discord. If you want to ask a question, hop in the Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Raise your hand, and you are good to go. We will answer your question live on the air, bring you on. All right, Kramer, lot to get to. Breaking news. Josh Allen is active, but will he start the game for the Buffalo Bills? It seems like the line is suggesting he's not going to start. Where are you at with the whole Bills Vikings debate?
Feels like that the fantasy people are saying oh my goodness, did he get his feet in?
I think he might have caught that.
Fantasy people seem to think he's starting. The betting market seems to think he's if he's starting, he's a healthy decoy because. As you pointed out, Sean, the number boomeranged from 7 to 3.5, or from 3.5 to 7 and back to 3.5. What does that tell you?
It's not playing, but
it tells me if he's playing, he's very banged up, and the game plan's going to be very cautious. One,
no, he didn't get his loser. No fan didn't get his second foot down. Yeah, so I don't know. I still like. I'm taking the Bills either way in this situation because nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I think this is a really good spot. I like fading Kirk Cousins on a back-to-back road spot. It's a non-conference game. I mean, if the Bills lose this and the Dolphins win, they're in third place in the AFC. So this is a kitchen sink game for them regardless.
Is it?
Oh, 100%.
You've talked yourself into it. I agree. I mean, I like it better if it's not Josh Allen. I'd rather have Case Keenum than banged up Josh Allen then, because I want the rest of the team stepping up.
Yes.
They don't step up if Josh Allen's
4th and 1. Geno Smith rolling to his left. He throws to the end zone. It is a touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with the grab and the touchdown. Seattle is alive.
Geno
certainly
Smith
not
fraud.
well. Would have been nice if they could have had that 2-point, so we could have potentially pushed.
Do you go for 2 now?
I don't think it matters now, Ryan.
I think you do. You want to cut it from 6 to 4.
Okay.
That's what the analytics would tell you.
I don't.
And I ain't scared.
I don't. If you're scared by a dog,
right.
Ryan.
What do we want to do first?
Well, let's.
You want for first half parlay?
Yeah.
All
Throw
right.
it out there. Give the people what they want.
We hit. It's been a couple weeks since we've hit 23.8 to 1 this week, plus 2,380. I threw some totals in there. I figured I'd mix it up. Give me the divisional Detroit Chicago under 23.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was for you. Divisional matchup, lower scoring than people think. Give me Pittsburgh as a pick 'em at home. Give me Minnesota, the Vikings, and those Bills under 23.5. Josh Allen decoys out, put his head on a duck. Then give me the Dolphins laying 2.5. The Broncos catching a half. Russ comes out hot. As if you didn't catch the DFS episode, I did give out a Russell Wilson lineup. Shout out to me. So again, Detroit, Chicago under 23.5, Minnesota, Buffalo under 23.5, Pittsburgh pick'em, Miami -2.5, Denver +0.5. That's the first half parlay. Of course, if you're in Discord, Sean,
yeah, which I am,
you already know that. Maybe I didn't hit enter yet. Let me check. But it's in Discord, so get the first half parlay in Discord every week.
As highly recommend that.
It's what I go there for.
Just for Ryan's first half parlay.
Yeah.
sportsgamblingpodcast.com/discord. Where are the questions? Raise your hands, get in on the chat. Ryan and I, do you want to start working crafting our lineup, Ryan?
Let's do it.
Okay. Fired up.
I'm going to put it on the screen too, so people can follow along. All right. We were discussing this off air. But do we just start by putting in Jonathan Taylor, someone that no one will own?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that is I think yes. I think Jonathan Taylor,
who by the way, his props are interesting today against the Raiders team that seems to underperform the stat sheet every week. They haven't been great against the run. I mean, I believe Deion Jackson's out. Zach Moss is still pretty new to the squad. I don't know if he's got all the plays down. I don't know. Jonathan Taylor props are fun.
Real quick, Gary the retard in YouTube's asking favorite props. We did a whole episode on our favorite props. I'll rattle mine off real quick. Matt Collins over 41.5 receiving yards. Aaron Jones
system
under 46.5 rush yards. Jared Goff under 232.5 passing yards. Dameon Pierce over 76.5, and Christian McCaffrey over 115.5 rushing and receiving yards. Sorry to interrupt, Ryan, but okay. Jonathan Taylor,
he's in there.
Okay, what do we
do?
Do
we pair it with the Colts defense?
No.
Do we do any sort of correlation like that?
Oh, okay.
Again, we're trying to
insanely cheap.
They're 2,500. I'll pencil them in because they're at the bottom end. All right, quarterback. Do we want to play? Are we thinking like a naked Justin Fields? Still, he'll be very popular, or do we want to do something diabolical like Colt McCoy?
Ooh, I'm fine with it. I want to have some exposure. I want to have some exposure to some of these crazy quarterbacks. Is it? I think also
Colt McCoy. Look at they're right next to each other. Everyone's gonna click Walford because he's got the green 26 next to him.
Nah, I don't
great
know.
throw. I kind of a nice throw by Brady. Kind of got lucky again.
Godwin got the first.
So you're not
stab.
interested in Colt McCoy?
No.
Okay. He's been good in relief before.
Yeah, but not fantasy wise,
okay.
right? Aaron Rodgers is interesting to me.
Ooh.
Back against the wall, sticking it to Mike McCarthy. I actually just got down a little Packers money line, Ryan. I have a feeling upset is brewing. You could talk me into Trevor Lawrence. I've come around on Trevor Lawrence.
Let's do a Trevor Lawrence build.
Okay. Because I think everyone's going to go ETN. The bringbacks you can get, I think we start with, is it as simple as just Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk with a Kelsey bringback?
I think we definitely pencil in the Kelsey bringback.
Okay.
Unless you want to get weird and do something like CEH or Pacheco.
I think Sky Moore's an interesting tournament play.
I don't think we need to get cute here. We can take Kelsey.
I think we get cute elsewhere.
So, all right, Zay Jones, cheap, gets targets. Christian Kirk gets a lot more targets, will be more owned. Kirk is 5,900. Zay Jones is 4,400. Or is that do we do a double?
I think we keep it single.
I mean, if Trevor goes off and it doesn't go to Ingram
or do we do
or ETN, it's going to Zay Jones and Christian Kirk. He throws 4 touchdowns to those guys, we win $1 million.
You think Zay Jones gets much work?
Yeah.
All right, toss him in.
I mean, he's gotten if you play the game, he's gotten 18 targets over the last 3 weeks.
Toss him in, Ryan. Toss him in.
All right. So what's another game we want to stack here?
No, and it looks like Tampa Bay close to running it out.
Losers.
Gonna need to get a stop here somewhere.
This comes down to Geno's fumble. I mean, that's the bottom line. Cost him the game.
Yeah.
Not a dog. Where are we going running back?
I mean, Raheem Mostert is really interesting to me because I think they're going to run more than people think. Trying to think of some other anything from that Steel. I also like Kamara, even though I like the Steelers.
I like Kamara because then we can do our Kamara Pickens, right?
Yeah, Kamara Pickens.
All right, so that gives us 4,100, which I think Matt Collins is 4,200.
So we have 4,100.
We have 4,100 if we go with the Colts defense.
Oh, why don't we put Matt Collins in and then figure out a different defense?
Well, it also creates a game stack with Taylor. All right, so then we have 2,400 for our defense. Packers. Oh, there you go.
Yep. That's all you need.
Are we sure we want to play Packers, Browns, Vikings, Jags? Final answer: Packers.
Yep.
Right. We didn't really discuss Dak in the cold much, but.
Oh well, I mean I have the under on his passing yards.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I feel like we didn't overly talk about it this week. All right, that's that.
That's that. And unfortunately, looks like Brady and Bucks got another first down. 2-minute warning, but they have one timeout. Can they run it down completely?
Yeah, it's over. Game football sucks.
That's how you get ready for the pregame
The first
show.
half of these games are just dreadful. All right, what else you want to talk about, Sean?
Let's yeah, I mean,
does anyone have a question?
To try
Ask
this
me
point,
anything, bitch.
Richard Gersberger saying no Saquon today.
Let me pull up my cash lineup. Oh, there he is. Yep, he's in the cash lineup.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure you have a ton, right?
I mean, he's certainly the guy that it's hard to fade because it's hard to see how he fails. I mean, you saw how successful the Eagles' ground attack was, and Barkley's the only guy that's going to be getting it. So, Breida will get a carry here and there, but Barkley could have a huge game. I also think there's an element of this game that people aren't thinking about when they're talking about the Texans keeping it close. I strongly believe we're going to see the Giants' best first half of the season, and Barkley's going to be a big part of it. They've been poor running the ball in the first half. It's been an emphasis of this coaching staff in the bye week. I think they're going to start fast with Barkley. Who else you got in the cash lineup, Sean?
I'm putting together. I think I might use this lineup. Do I play my Kenny Pickett lineup for the big boy or no? I'm working on a cash lineup that feels pretty solid. I actually like Cooper Kupp.
I went 3 running back again.
Here's my lineup I just crafted: Justin Fields, Josh Jacobs, Dameon Pierce, Cooper Kupp, Juju Smith-Schuster, George Pickens, Greg Dulcich, Equanimous St. Brown, and then the Cardinals defense.
All right.
Is that crazy to play Cardinals defense and Cooper Kupp?
No,
because Cooper Kupp's just gonna get.
I just can't play Cooper Kupp without Stafford.
Why?
Because before Stafford, he was.
It's true. Maybe I'll find. Maybe I'll. Do I go Justin Jefferson? Do I go Devontae Adams?
If you're paying up, you go Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Now I got to figure out.
To me, like if we're looking at the slate, if you're paying up, it's either Adams or Hill. I mean, you heard the stuff about Adams. Like even with that monster game, he's still like, I need more touches.
That's true. All right, so I swapped in Packers defense. Equanimous St. Brown, Dulcich, Pickens, Juju, Tyreek Hill, Dameon Pierce, Josh Jacobs. That feels good.
Yeah, I mean,
George Pickens or Gabe Davis. For me, it's pretty obvious to go George Pickens. Because I don't think Gabe Davis without Stephon Diggs or without Josh Allen, or at least a limited Josh Allen, that's got to be pretty rough, right?
Gabe Davis is unstartable today. Although he's the guy, I guess, becomes super unpopular. Yeah, you can't start Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is just the Josh Allen, like deep toy. Defensive touchdown today. I do still, I like Pittsburgh. I saw the Pittsburgh price north of, I think it was 650, gave it out on the prop show. okay. I mean, if you believe in this Saints offense, fine. But Dalton's been producing touchdowns for defenses. I was a little shocked to see a with TJ Watt back. I know Minka's out, but with TJ Watt back, to see the price at +650, that's that would be my defensive angle.
Andy
today.
Dalton, defensive, pick six.
Shout out to ZD Mills calling for the Saquon TD ladder. Yeah, we discussed that on the prop show as well. I didn't end up giving it out because our guy Aaron Jones had a nice juicy 35-1 on his 3
Jason saying, why did the Bills line just move from 6.5 to 4.5? I think it's conflicting news about whether Josh Allen's going to start.
I think that we did. I think that Shefty and Rappaport did that thing where they're like, he's going to be active, and everyone overreacted. So they thought, okay, he's active. Line goes back up to a touchdown. Then we find out that like whoever has their moles inside the organization and they're getting the details about what the game plan is going to look like. Maybe that means Josh Allen's not even going to play the whole game. Maybe that means we're going to see heavy running attack, which would be interesting because it's not the way you want to attack the Vikings. Or maybe we're just going to see Case Keenum get some series. I think they're fucking around. I think Sean McDermott is trying to be like Belichick and just not share information. And I think someone who thought they had a good source inside the Bills was wrong on Saturday. Yeah, because the betting market doesn't lie. It's holding pretty strong at 3.5.
Or they just jumped to the conclusion, like you said, that they saw, hey, they didn't bring up Matt Barkley. I think he very well could be the backup and used in emergencies, but not necessarily start. Rick Nash, 4-wheel drive Explorer. I got to check out this guy's page. I'm always down for some off-road. And thoughts on Kyron Williams in DFS today, Ryan?
Okay, so normally you'd say, well, I can't get involved with this running game. I don't know. It's a mess. He's certainly exciting because he's the new guy. This is like, I feel like this is the dynasty influence on fantasy football, where it doesn't matter who you are. If you're the new guy, it's exciting. And so he's the new guy, but which guy has been successful in that role this year? None of them. And we've seen some of those guys be successful in the same role in the past. It's just this offensive line is horrible. I think I've seen a couple places drop it to bottom 5, even worst O-line in the league. So I'm out on this running attack until I see something I can believe in. Unless they're going to come out and run some like read option with the Wolford of Wall Street, I'm not in.
Yeah. All right. Hey, joining us on the live Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Call into the show, post game show, obviously right after Sunday night wraps, maybe an hour after. Serial is on the line. Serial, you still there? Oh yeah. Sorry, I brought you on. Took me a second to get on to you. What do you like this Sunday, Serial? Ooh, give it out.
Serial is so nice and subtle at reminding us he's a Cowboys fan every week.
Sneak those little
Cowboys. I'm always like, no, I like that parlay except for the CeeDee Lamb part.
We can't hear. All right, yeah, YouTube's saying they can't hear you. Apologies, Kramer's sorting.
I may have fucked something up.
All right, yeah, give out your anytime touchdown parlay one more time for the people.
All right, it was Sutton, so Cortland Sutton, Damian Pierce, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Christian McCaffrey for 48.30.
Hell yeah.
Well, good luck, minus of course the CeeDee Lamb touchdown, because I'm on the Green Bay Packers. Serial, you got to be a little nervous about the Packers, right?
No,
going into Lambeau Field.
I'm not.
Mike McCarthy revenge game.
They're horrible.
Who's horrible? Hold on.
The Packers.
What are they doing against the spread so far this year?
No, the Packers are horrible. I was very close to taking the Cowboys this week. Very close.
Oh wow, Ryan.
That is a disgusting.
We're not being recorded now, so I'll say crazy shit like this.
All right, Cyril.
All right, fellas.
Thanks for calling in.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride, and of course, obviously, worst of luck there with the plays. All right, Kramer. Anything else before we wrap out the post game show?
See, the chat liked my bit where I didn't let them hear the Cowboys fan at first. I don't know what else. I mean, do you want to talk about? We haven't talked about the Giants about to blow out the Texans.
Wow, you're calling for the blowout, right?
I think they're going to have their best first half of the year, and I think it might, Davis Mills on the road against Wink Martindale. All right.
No, I mean, I picked the Giants. There's not much. It's tough to build a case, even though I hate the Giants. It's tough to build a case against them. Tom Brady just excited to get all those stem cells.
I hate Tom Brady.
No, I did very good in the motherland. Joining us on the line, the villain himself, Terrell Furman. What's up, Terrell?
Maybe he's not here.
Oh, fellas, can you hear me?
There you go. What's up, man?
Hey, real quick, Terrell. Appreciate you calling in. Ryan, read off our lineup one more time before we get to Terrell.
Oh, hold on. I might have closed it. You gotta stall for it. All right, here we go. Trevor Lawrence, Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, Christian Kirk, George Pickens, Zay Jones, Travis Kelce, Matt Collins, Packers defense. So that's a Trevor Lawrence, Zay Jones, Kirk double with a Kelce bring back. We got Taylor stacked with Matt Collins, Jonathan Taylor, Matt Collins, and we have Alvin Kamara stacked with George Pickens, Packers defense on an island because fuck the Cowboys. All right, Terrell, what do you got for us?
All right, 3-player touchdown parlay. Ryan, you made me do it, so we're gonna do it. Kenny Galladay.
Yes.
Oh my God. So you got
it's only because Ryan asked. It's only because Ryan asked. So Kenny Galladay, George Pickens, Harrison Bryant for the Browns.
Sneaky.
96-1
for only 3 touchdowns. All 3 touchdowns on a Sunday, Sean.
Come on now.
That is tempting.
Can I also say it? I'm guessing because he made a Galladay one that Terrell was out late last night. Did we have a nice Saturday night, Terrell?
No, I wasn't out late. However, I did say, man, make a second one. I'm kind of jinxing myself by not going all in on the first one. So I have to go all in on Galladay.
Dude, he's going to score a touchdown. It's going to be fucking delightful. In fact, we need to go so I can put in a Dan Jones lineup right now.
Danny Dimes.
And fucking what pisses me off most about this Bucks loss is now people are going to chirp about my awesome flight math. They're going to tell me I was wrong and I wasn't wrong.
Well, Ryan, I mean, maybe you just jumped to the conclusion.
They finished strong. Tell me where that makes sense. They clearly hit the HGH bar before the game, the Bucks that is. They came out hot. They were able to block. And then just like in a video game, their levels were all the way down at the end. And Tom Brady started showing weakness again. Come on. And by the way, who had the crowd? The fucking Seahawks. I was dialed into this game.
No, I mean,
I'm pissed off I got it wrong. I'm pissed off I got it wrong.
That Geno Smith fumble that changes the game. That's the difference in the game. Terrell, what is your lock for people who may have missed the NFL Gambling Podcast? Make sure you subscribe to that. Hear Terrell on that and the NBA Gambling Podcast as well. What is your lock for this NFL Sunday?
For my lock, going to, and we're going to take Tua and the Miami Dolphins -3 because this Browns defense is absolutely terrible. I have shit on Tua this entire season, and he's had a very, very good year. They have an offensive explosion today. Give me the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go, fins up for my Dolphins heads. Yeah, it's down to 3, Ryan. Dolphins most spots.
That feels like stealing, right?
They're what do you make of this Packers Cowboys spread, Terrell? Because it's dropping. Is it sharps like me hopping on the Packers, realizing that they're a good home dog? WinBet has them down to 3.5. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/WinBet +170 on the money line. Any thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I think that is the sharps coming in, and people are realizing that while global warming is a very real thing that people should probably pay a little bit more attention to, This is 44-degree weather in Green Bay. Like, that is freezing. That is really, really cold. It's going to be a very, very tough game for the Dallas Cowboys players that most of them are dome players, more than likely dome players, down south players. So people are going to be down there getting hand warmers, freezing their hands off. You saw Devonta Smith and how he was freezing in Philly. Imagine what you do bringing some Dallas boys up to Green Bay. And Aaron Rodgers just has a vendetta against the Cowboys. I completely understand why this line is dropping. I think that it's a steal. Go ahead and get you some plus money with Green Bay on the money line.
You know, we didn't really think about this, but there is that element, right? Like, this is nothing more than a soap opera. And what does Aaron Rodgers need to do? Well, it's the Cowboys. Even an old guy like him knows that this is prime
like
time.
sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our league.
Ryan, what is the best dish? The best dish is revenge. And how do you serve the best dish? Do you serve it hot? Do you serve it warm? No, you serve it cold in Lambeau Field. Packers on the money line. Show it. Put that in your pipe, Mike McCarthy. Smoke that. Let's go. Go Pack, go.
And on that note, shout out to Barrett Sally at Barrett Sally. Go look him up. He does college football for CBS Sports. Put out this banger yesterday on a day of some great football across the land. Quote, reminder that 30 degrees and snow is not football weather. Quote, football weather is sunny, calm, and 65 degrees. Go fuck yourself. You should really let him know to go fuck him. I mean, that's just the worst take. Worst take I saw all day.
Don't worry, we did tag Colby in that in the take of ideal football weather.
And shout out to Patty C, who was on LSU. Responds to him pointing out that the first game was in Princeton, New Jersey, and was played to a temperature between 35 and 56 degrees. So,
why are you pointing out Patty C was on LSU? He pushed.
No, that's true.
Depending on when he gave it out, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying he had the
Sharps that were on Saturday gave it out at 3.5 at Arkansas. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I gave it out at +4. So, what's up, fellow Sharp?
Hey, my record's on tally site.
Hey, appreciate you calling.
Just saying.
All right, Terrell.
Appreciate you calling in, Terrell. Make sure you follow Terrell on Twitter at reallyRel _. Kramer, now we really have to go. We got to get God's Eye alive and well.
God's Eye, you have to start it like an old school lawnmower. We got to get the start tugging on it and get it going.
We got to get ready.
Dong.
Is that
terrific snatch?
That's the sound of us eating donuts.
Yeah.
And I think we might have a new drop
loading
on the show tonight. So stay tuned.
Wow. Stay tuned. Tune into the post game show an hour usually after the late game is over.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Have a good day, Sean.
Terrific snatch.
Kramer, let it ride.